Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Michael Schillhardt. I'm from the Augmented 4, and today we're going to do this webinar about how agentic AI can augment specifically project managers, despite that we do many other roles, and simply free up a lot of time from tedious tasks that then can be used on more high-value tasks. We have a quite packed agenda today, so I will just start it off now and let Domenico basically introduce himself. So Domenico is the CTO of the Augmented 4 and probably the most advanced and sophisticated technologist I have ever met. Over to you, Domenico.
Michael, you are too kind. Hello, everyone. I am, as Michael introduced me, I am a technologist, digital transformation specialist, and in the past few years, I've been preoccupied on problem around AI and agentic AI. And together with Michael, we have built the Augmented 4. And today we're going to see together what we can do in project management. Thank you, Michael. I'll leave it to you.
Okay, excellent. So yeah, I look after the commercial side. Apart from running the Augmented 4, I also help sales organizations sell on value through Sales Innovator. I have a tech background, as you can see. Before Apple launched the iPad, I worked with Danish Bang & Olufsen to pursue a similar project with a tablet as the iPad. I've just written a book as well, which is called The Sales Innovators. And this gives people a head start, specifically in sales, how to use agentic AI to sell more. Now, today we're going to focus on project management and leverage our digital humans that are next generation AI agents to basically increase productivity and get more done with less. We're also going to touch upon how the opportunities with workplaces to really get ahead over competitors that do not get started with agentic AI. And we will show you a path to how to get started. So look, let's jump into it. Project managers today, they're sitting in on many meetings. They need to scope out requirements, capture data from numerous stakeholders through workshops, and then after that, write up scope documents before they can start actually crafting projects in project management platforms such as Jira. And it can very easily take a week to do such a thing. Now, what we're doing with the Augmented Project Manager is to leverage agentic AI through our digital humans that basically are capable of receiving tasks. You delegate, you lead these digital humans, and they take on the tedious tasks. Basically, they can do the scope document for you, and we will show that in practice today. And they can also build Jira boards. And that altogether can significantly reduce the time spent on leading a project, which enables project managers to lead many more projects simultaneously. So we're going to get started with the demo now. So because it's a bit time consuming to do this. So I will hand it over to you, Domenico, to bring in Sophia, who is one of our digital humans that's going to assist us with this.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. I'm going to just share my screen right now. And let's see if it's going to happen. Just a second. Share. There we go. Send the request.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we are going to interact with Sophia right now, and she is our project manager AI agent that is designed. She's designed to basically augment a project manager in what she can do. So now I'm going to call Sophia, and we're going to have a conversation about the project Michael is going to present.
Hi again. Ready to dive into the README and project details? How can I help you today?
Hi, Sophia. This is Domenico, and I am with Michael here with me. Say hello to Michael, please.
Hello, Michael. Great to have you both here. How can I assist you today with your project?
Michael is going to talk to us about a project he has in mind. And as outcome of today interaction, we want to put together a scope document for the project and then set up a Jira board. How does that sound to you?
That sounds like a solid plan, Domenico. I'm ready to help you and Michael outline the scope document for the project. Let's start by discussing the project details. Michael, could you please share more about your project idea?
Yeah, sure. Hello, Sophia. Good to be working with you. I want to create a new business. I have a retail store where we sell sports gear, and I want to augment that with basically an e-commerce store. The company's name is called Augmented Sports, and our products are basically leading brands within, footwear, running shoes from Adidas, Nike, Brooks. But we also have affiliated sportswear with shorts, shirts, apparel, and other things. I like this e-commerce store to be designed in such a way that it provides a modern, intuitive experience for customers. So the interface needs to be intuitive. There should be easy browsing of products, and also the checkout process should be smooth. I like the website to be designed in such a way that it's with black, white, and blue colors using hex code 5270FF. I would like it to have a chatbot as a self-service capability as well, and enable a payment gateway via Stripe. Please use better practices and include all the parameters needed in the scope document.
And Sophia, for the stock, I would suggest let's use WooCommerce and WordPress as platform, please. When you craft the scope document, please send through all the parameters required.
Thank you for the detailed overview. Michael, it sounds like a fantastic project. To summarize, you're looking to develop an e-commerce store for augmented sports that will feature a user-friendly interface with a specific color scheme, integrated chatbot, and Stripe for payments, all built on WordPress and WooCommerce. Let's move forward by crafting a scope document that outlines all these requirements. I'll also generate a project key for this. Given the business name Augmented Sports and today's date, how about AUG3 as the project key? Once we finalize the scope document, I can send it to all relevant parties. Could you please provide the email addresses of everyone who should receive this document?
Yes, sure, Sophia. Can you please send it to dom@ta4.ai and michael@ta4.ai. Thank you.
Got it, Domenico. I'll prepare the scope document for Augmented Sports with the project key LGS1223 and send it to tom@ta4.ai and michael@ca4.ai. I'll include all the details we discussed: the intuitive interface, color scheme, chatbot, Stripe integration, and the use of WordPress and WooCommerce. I'll get this organized and sent out. Just a moment.
Sophia,
Hi. I'm just finalizing the scope now, and we'll send it straight to your inbox in a moment.
The email address is dom@ta4.
No, she got it. No worries.
Okay.
Thank you for the correction, Domenico. I'll make sure to send the scope document to the correct email addresses: tom@ta4.ai, michael@k4.ai, and
Thank you,
Dom@ta4.ai.
Sophia.
I'll finalize this and
thank you so much, Sophia. We are all good. I think we.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So we talk later. Okay. Bye.
Talk to you later, Domenico and Michael. Bye for now.
Very good. So
while she's crafting the scope document, let's jump back and just introduce what basically is happening here. So this will take about a minute or so for her to just build that out. So, but she does it very well and in very detailed. So, Domenico, do you want to continue with the vision?
Yes. So sure. So the this modern era that is approaching, and the next few years, we will see a complete revolution how the world is gonna to be, necessarily in the corporate and work and in the industry that we all work in. Agentic AI is gonna to take over and becoming one of the most popular way to get task and work done. So in this vision, we come to basically remove the friction between humans and AI by producing AI systems that drive AI agents like Sophia. They can do real work, concrete work that is up to the standards of the professional that set this AI agent to work accordingly on what their core values and experience. And we are going to basically ride this wave of revolution that will change the world as we know it today. And it is happening in the next couple of years, most likely, because as per the perception we all have, AI and LLM are increasingly getting more capable, and the growth is practically exponential. So Sophia has been very quick. She has sent it to me and Michael the scope document crafted.
Yeah, we're going to come back to that in a second.
Yeah.
So apart from project management, these digital humans, leveraged and powered by Agentic AI, basically have the ability to reason and make decisions within a set of parameters and instructions that you provided. So going beyond project management, where we will show these things today, we also have use cases where they go out and can craft sales propositions for you based on company statements like annual reports, market data, do gap analysis, and then come up with recommendations about how to position your products. If you're in advisory services as a management consultant, the same applies. So in-depth research is possible in just like 20-30 minutes, what would take a human being 2 weeks to do. In terms of sales and service, outreach and handling calls, these digital humans can manage 100 calls simultaneously and book appointments when you are available because they know your diary. They can negotiate deals following better practices and specific terminologies and methodologies that you teach them. Within HR and coaching, you can leverage them to upskill, train, for instance, partners, employees, and so forth. We have customers that do that. They can assist handling difficult situations at work, if you have, for instance, workplace problems, issues, etc. They can help a CMO craft marketing strategies, content creation, do market research, which is kind of similar to the research agent, but specifically for marketing campaigns. In finance, we're working on an augmented CFO use case that basically help prepare company statements, quarterly reviews, etc. And you can also leverage them, for instance, to tender responses. If you receive an RFI, an RFP, you need to respond. Does it fit with your skills and your business? Well, it can help you also qualify the opportunity. So let's go back and see what Sophia has produced. So I'm going to let you share.
All right. Yeah. Is my screen shared?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. So Sophia has written to me and Michael an email explaining that the scope document is done, and she has created a Google document that we're going to review together. So Sophia is a project manager, but she also has a deep knowledge in software architecture. So and she's also has also skills as a data analyst. So that means that when we talk about best practice, she's gonna to fill all the crack and the gaps about what a solution like the one that Michael is looking for should look like according to best practice. That means that the scope document that we are looking at is extremely detailed and full of details in the minimum, so in the full granular details of what the solution should look like. So like a software engineer and technical lead has reviewed the document before be sent to the stakeholders. In this example, we are looking at the document. We can make change to the document as well because it's editable. So in any point on this document, we can make an edit, add information or remove the information that we don't want. So as we can see, we got like a project overview where basically we are setting down very important best practice, like being SEO friendly, CMS driven website, deliver a modern and fast accessible website, and so on. All the best practice in terms of how to producing website, even the Lighthouse performance score, what it should be, and even the compliance with the WCAG to guarantee accessibility to the website. It goes on with the scope on what is inside the scope and what is outside the scope. It has split the scope in phases. So first MVP, then feature enhancement, and it goes on with also milestones. So it's breaking down the task in pieces, and it goes down with functional and not functional requirement. So basically, if for any project manager that is in digital, this is what a average scope in terms of best practice and what is required for the project would look like. So now what we do with this, basically, once we are happy, we get to reply to Sophia. And I think, Michael, are you happy with the document?
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Okay. Hey, Sophia, me and Michael are very happy with the scope. Can you please translate it into a Jira board? So what is going to happen now? Sophia is going to get that scope document and get it to be translated in a Jira board with the epics, user stories, and subtasks. And in that way, we get to have a very detailed description on how the project should be executed. Sophia can, when it creates the epics and creates the stories, user stories, and the task, she knows exactly what skill are required for each task that she is going to create. And with that, it's easy to assign the right person to the right ticket. So the process for a website like Michael as is requiring could take 2 or 3 weeks in terms of contacting the shareholders, gather all the informations, and you get all the shareholders to be on the same page, maybe set up 2 or 3 meetings, etc. With the capabilities that we have so she has just replied to me saying that the Jira board is in production. So with the capability of reaching out via phone, SMS, email, and chat systems, Sophia can contact all the stakeholders, ask the relevant questions, gather the data, come back, and digest this data to produce a better scope document that at the end it's shared with all the stakeholders, and then when they approve via mail, we can kick off with the project and then setting up in Jira.
Okay. Thank you, Domenico. So while Sophia is just kicking off to build this project, let's talk about the opportunity that's in workplaces. So Gartner believes, and this is something they stated back in December last year, that by 2028, we're going to see at least 15% of these daily routine tasks being run and operated by agentic AI. Look, we believe that the future is going to be quite different. And there's a lot of fear in the market at the moment about AI is going to replace people. We do not see it that way. We see that agentic AI, in particular, but AI in general, would actually create more jobs for us. And how we see the future is that agentic AI should be leveraged to increase productivity across the whole business, from sales to delivery to service follow-ups, internal employee engagement, and so forth. And by doing so, your staff today becomes AI leaders that leads these AI agents. Everyone will have an AI agent, just like we all have a laptop. So going back 40 years ago, when the first laptops came to market, Bill Gates and others had a great vision that nobody believed in, that we all would have a laptop, but obviously we all have it today. And we believe that this is going to be the same with agentic AI. So AI agents or digital humans, which is slightly more advanced than AI agents, because you can give them a personality, they speak multiple different languages, can be loyal assistants that can help us increase the human output. And by doing so, this is an era, this is an opportunity right now for organizations to get ahead over those organizations who are not picking up the ball. It's a drastic productivity improver, and you can leverage this across the entire enterprise. Now, let's go back and have a look at what Sophia is building. So now we are in Jira. And she already started.
That's correct. So Sophia is basically populating the ticket, the user stories as we speak, and you will be able to see the stories populating as soon as they are ready. So as you can appreciate from the screen, there are 5 child work items under these tasks. So let's have a look at the story at the epic first. So this is the first epic, strategy planning. So what it does look like. So it goes with the kickoff, explaining how the project should be kicked off. So task in regards to the meeting that the project manager is going to have with the stakeholders, engaging with the developer. So as a UX researcher, so this is a task for the UX researcher. I want to create a persona based on research and stakeholder input so that design decisions are informed in real user needs. So this is about how the UX and UI has to go and ask the questions to the stakeholders to produce the right information that is going to require to create a proper interface for the website. Then she's kicking off now with the second epic, as you can see on the bottom. We have, in this case, the task of creating low fidelity wireframes for core pages. So this is going to task the designers to create these wireframes in Figma. And she goes into detail with the story points, priority, and if we now go into the backlog, let's have a look at the subtask for those user stories. So for instance, like building interactive prototype in Figma. So let's get this on. Create the Figma project file, organize artboard for desktop, table, and mobile. And she comes out with the skill required. So basically, with this information, the AI agent can also assign the right person that is registered to the board for the respective task. I am aware of time, so even if Sophia is very fast in creating these boards, we still take like a certain amount of time. You can appreciate the fact that this is not a template, so this is it's a bespoke board created based on the scope document.
We're doing this live right now.
Live right now, so it means like the tickets are the stories are appearing while we speak. So that means that you don't have to rely on a template. They are the same for every project, and then you have to kill the tickets that are not related, or some they create confusion during the project, especially for developers that take the project on. And this AI agent, Sophia, can also go and check the progress of each ticket and follow up on questions from the developer to give answers based on the knowledge she has about the project. So we got 6 minutes to 1 o'clock. I think, Michael, should we start seeking questions from the audience?
Yeah, let's just go back here. So we will also want to leave some Q&A here. So look, I just want to introduce you just briefly. So this application we built is a no-code application. It can be applied horizontally across numerous different roles. What it offers in an omni-channel experience. So it's across phone, chat, email, and SMS. We are an AWS partner hosted in Australia, and we provide dedicated environments to all customers. So it's single tenancy because that's required to meet the standards of data privacy, and also that clients can manage their own data. So this is where multi-tenancy falls short because that's an environment that's shared with other customers. We have out-of-box integrations to Gmail, Outlook, CRM for applications, HubSpot, Dynamics, Salesforce. Obviously, you see Jira here. We have a strategic partnership with Lucia. So those who want to leverage such a platform for outbound calling can find the contacts via Lucia, which is the world's largest database for contact details, and then import them and call these people. We can get something like this up and running in a couple of days. Now, the message from us to you is embrace AI, augment your productivity in your business, and use it to scale your efforts. Now, to stay updated, you can join our LinkedIn page if you're not on it already. So I'm going to share this deck as well, but with this, we also have podcasts. So you can also listen to some podcasts there. It's 2 AI agent that discusses AI and about how to get ahead. Now, let's take some questions. So let's open up the floor. Do you have any questions to what you just saw? And you can unmute and ask questions. So Alicia asked a question before about, can Sophia address questions? Well, yes, she can. So look, Sophia is like a colleague. She's like a human being. So she's just software and she's capable of speaking and she can take questions from numerous stakeholders. So also if you leverage it for project management, and if I'm the human project manager and I need, for instance, to contact a couple of colleagues, instead of I need to reach out, I can get Sophia to call these other people and get the information and collect it into the project's brief and things like that. So yeah, she answers questions like an assistant to anyone. Any other questions?
That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Alicia.
Do you see a world where the other agents can be like UX designer or other roles?
Yeah, it's already happening. We can do that today.
Look, I will say there are tools that can help UX designers to be more efficient and produce like better results and driven by AI. But I would say you still need like you can have an AI agent that can advise a UX designer, especially junior roles, what practice are the best practice, etc. But for the AI agent to produce the design, not really. We have AI tools inside the tools like Figma or Canva that help out, but it's always the human in the loop, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
So in our view, AI will never replace human beings. AI will be a loyal assistance to humans to increase productivity. Humans will always lead AI.
So one thing that I want to say to project managers, when you are dealing with a huge amount of project and this project is they space on a different technical, like in the digital, for instance, digital industry, different stack and different technologies, it becomes very hard to be on top of that and be kind of knowledgeable on what the answer can be to questions. So you are always kind of there hanging from the software engineer that you trust, ask questions, get answers, etc. And becomes an old bottleneck to create tickets that are accurate. So you need to delegate those tickets to be filled up by a software engineer that so that software engineer at that stage is in conflict of interest because it will always drive the tickets to be as simple as possible, not covering all the possible edge cases that can then come and get the project to go or to blow up over budget and so on. And basically there is like that gray area, right? With an AI agent, you can create a board that is a detailed, is a very granular in the technical details, in which you may not be that expert. But nevertheless, the augmented project manager has at this disposal an AI agent that is very proficient in the technology and can answer questions. So to go back, Sophia is always with you. You can ask questions. Hey Sophia, can WooCommerce handle checkout by default? So
we need to wrap up. So it's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, and Sophia knows, so you don't need to ask necessarily a an engineer. So you have the answer. So you always have your assistant with you that knows everything about everything in the technical space. That's what I wanted to demonstrate.
So if you're interested in doing a deep dive on this or some of the other use cases we do, please reach out. We will be continuing to do a lot of webinars, and these will also be posted on our channel, so please join that. And otherwise, I just want to say thank you so much for dialing in, and may you all have an augmented day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, have a great one. See ya. Bye.
Thank you.